Hey, it's Adam with omg.lol, or omgalol. I still call it that too. You can call it whatever you'd like. Here to talk about some weblog stuff again. In particular, want to talk about a new type of weblog landing page that you can set up. Um, a lot of folks might consider it more of the standard default kind of weblog experience, where instead of just seeing your latest post, which is pretty much what we've had since this service started a couple months ago, 3 months ago now in December, instead of just showing your latest post, it's now possible to show several posts and to have the ability to move ahead a page and to, sort of, next page, previous page, all that fun stuff. A lot of things that folks pretty much, I think, might assume is more of a standard weblog experience. So we have that now, and I'm going to show you how to get it set up. So really quickly, just to show what I've got here, the left side of my screen is the standard weblog.lol management interface, the web UI, which is still pretty awful. I'll be the first to admit that, and I'm very sorry. It's going to get better, I promise. And the right half of my screen is my test weblog here that I have, which just has some random things that I copied and pasted from Marcus Aurelius's meditations. Just no particular meaning ascribed to that. Just randomly popped in my head as a inspiration for some text to grab here for demo purposes. So anyway, let's dig in. So the setup here requires a little bit of adjustment to your configuration and some adjustments to some templates. So this is stuff that most people won't have in their configuration. I actually have my configuration screen up here right now on the left. But I'm going to show you exactly where you can go to get everything you need. I have it open in this tab over here, actually. So this is the current omg.lol GitHub repository. And if you go out here, it's at github.com/neatnik/omg.lol. And you click on weblog, and you'll see, if it decides to load. I don't know why my internet's running so slowly here. Sorry about that. Wow. It's never this slow. Okay, I'm just going to click on it again and hope that it goes faster this time. Does anybody else do that? It's not loading faster for me.
2 hours later.
This is life. Life is messy. Pages don't always load well. Anyway, finally got this up here. So you can see in this folder, we've got a whole bunch of things that you can use for reference. The default, sort of the main template that everybody has in their weblog. This was last updated 2 months ago. It's out here. The default configuration, if you ever want to see the latest configuration that people get if they create a brand new weblog, or if you want to go back for reference to sort of the canonical configuration, if you've ever goofed anything up in your configuration, you can go out to this file. And then you'll see some other things here that have been updated recently. In particular, earlier today, there's a new post template, a new landing page template. But let's start with the configuration. So I'm going to pull that up and just quickly show some of the things that are needed in here for this new setup. You'll notice there's a whole new section here on, wow, it just occurred to me, I don't even know how to say this word. Is it pagination? Pagination? I have no idea. Isn't that funny? I'm like 43 years old and I don't even know how to pronounce this word. Well, anyway, however it's pronounced, I'm sure one of those two is the correct pronunciation. So I'll assume that I kind of know how to say it. Anyway, that aside, there's a path that you can define here. So this is sort of like if you want to say in the URL, if you want to jump to page 3, the third page of posts that you may have, you can define what goes between the domain and the number 3. So the default here is just /page/ and then the number would go after that. You also have a little mini template here that you can define for your controls, your links for the previous page and the next page. And those are in previous page template and next page template. And the reason for that is these need to be defined independently so that they can be shown independently. If you are on your first page of weblog posts, you're not going to want to show the previous page, obviously. Like wouldn't make sense to go backwards to page 0 or -1 or something. Similarly, if you're on the last page of the pages that can be shown for your weblog, you don't want to show a next page. That wouldn't go anywhere useful. So you only want to see both previous page and next page when you're on, page 2 or 3 or anything other than the first and last page. Hopefully that makes sense. The other thing that's useful here, let me see if I can find it. There's this little bit up here, landing page template, which just by default happens to be called landing page template. So I believe those are the main things. Let me just make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. I did all this earlier today and kind of roughing it here live as I record this video, so I apologize for the lack of preparation. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it from a configuration standpoint. So I'm going to grab this landing page template here, and I'm going to plop that in here. And I'm going to grab this whole section that I won't attempt to pronounce again. I've already embarrassed myself enough. And I'm just going to drop that in right here. And I'm going to save this. Oh no, there is one other important thing here that I totally missed. Two things actually. Sorry, I just realized. Under this general config stuff section, there's also a new landing page post count, which defaults to 1, and also post template. So yet another type of template. So I'm going to copy both of these over, and honestly, you can put these things wherever you want to. You don't have to make the configuration file go in the same order as the default one or anything like that. But so a quick word about the landing page post count. Pretty much does exactly what you'd expect. How many posts do you want to display on the landing page? It defaults to 1, which disables the multiple post landing page feature. If you make it anything more than 1, it will turn that feature on. So in my case, I'm going to set it to 3. The post template is a special type of template. So there's really 2 new templates that we have to deal with here. There's the landing page template and the post template. Let me talk about the landing page template first. The landing page template is a like big template, like a whole page template, just like the main template and any other templates that you may have set up. And it defines the entire landing page experience. And then the post template is a smaller template that just defines the part where the posts show up in sort of a repeated fashion. So this will make sense in a moment, I hope, when I dig into that here in a second. So I'm just going to save my configuration. Honestly, as of right now, this is probably broken. If I try to refresh this, it's probably not even going to work. Yeah, it's totally broken. So wonderful. Isn't that a great experience? So I apologize for that. There's a little bit of error handling that I still have to do. This is still a pretty rough beta. I think most people understand that. The good news is when I get these templates in place, the reason it's broken is because we're telling it to use a landing page template and a post template that don't exist. So once those exist, it'll be happy again. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create those templates. So I'm going to click New Entry. I'm going to go over here, back to the repo. I'm going to grab the landing page template. I'll just click Raw here so I can do a full copy and paste. This is just a simple default one that I've created. Obviously anybody can, whoa, what happened? Hang on, that is not what I was expecting to happen. It's like pasting in the weirdest possible way. Okay, hang on.
2 hours later.
Okay, I figured it out. Turns out I was using Safari Technology Preview. I was using it because I thought it'd be nice to have a nice clean browser, something that doesn't have my pinned tabs and that doesn't have my other weird little icon blippy things. But I guess the current version of Safari Technology Preview has an issue with pasting text into HTML text areas. So lesson learned: don't use bleeding edge alpha stuff when trying to record a demo. Anyway. Now I've switched back to regular Safari and I'm going to do what I was trying to do a minute ago. I'm going to paste in this landing page template, and I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to grab this page template. The page template, I'm sorry, not page template. I'm going to grab the post template. So the post template is unique. You'll notice it's itty bitty. There's really not a lot to it. It's just the minimum amount of stuff that's needed to show the weblog posts on the landing page. And everything you see here will be repeated. So if you've told it you want to show 10 posts per page, you're going to get 10 of these. In this case, I have it structured with an article element followed by the post body and then a couple of asides that go into detail around permanent link to the post and the date and time of the post, any tags that it has. And I also have a visual divider, which is, totally not necessary, but just something I have in here for this demo. So I'm going to make a new entry and I'm going to paste the post template. And now that we have both of those templates in place, the new landing page template and the new post template, when I refresh our weblog here, it should spring into life. And it did. So now, instead of just having my landing page with just my one titleless post, I now have, I told it, you may recall in the configuration here, I said that I wanted a landing page post count of 3. And I have exactly that. I have 3 posts. I can bump that up to 5, click save, refresh, and now I've got 5 of them. And I can click on these permalinks and it will take me, it'll go back to my, other template that I have and that shows the recent posts and such. But yeah, and then down here I've got my page controls. So I can click here to go to the next page. And there's only 3 more posts, so now it's telling me to go back to my previous page. If I take this back down to 3 and save it, and then refresh, you can see I can go to the next page, and then here it's got both previous page and next page. Obviously, you can style all of this however you'd like. You can set all of this up in whatever way pleases you. And now I can navigate these pages, and with only 3 per page, the last page just has 2 items on it. So, but yeah, that is the setup in a nutshell. Sorry for the couple bumps that we had there, but this gives you an idea of how you can go from the default experience to multiple pages. Multiple posts on the landing page. Then if I wanted to turn this off, I should be able to just set landing page post count back to 1. And at this point, we should go back to our default experience. It's not even going to use the special landing page, because the only reason to use the special landing page template would be if you're showing more than one post on the landing page. So we've reverted back to our previous template. But of course, as you know, you can override all the templates and you have full control over how everything is displayed and all of that. So anyway, that's the new setup in a nutshell. Feel free to visit, I'll pull it up here, discourse.lol is our new discourse forum, and you can pop over here anytime you have any questions about anything. You can head into the weblog category and post a new topic anytime if you're running into any problems. It's a place for feature suggestions, bug reports, general Q&A, show and tell, whatever you'd like to do. Just wanted to plug our discourse, which is a lot of fun so far. Anyway, that's it for now. See you in the next video. Thanks.